What's crack-a-lacking? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know so. And we're back again once again. This time going over the best available for day 2. We're going to take a look at who are my best available prospects currently still on the board and explain maybe why they fell. But if you haven't already, I got my draft grades for night 1 out. I'll leave it in a little iCard. It'll also be at the end of the video. You could just go on the channel and check it out. But go ahead, become a bro, and subscribe. Leave that thumbs up if you enjoy the content. We're back again tonight. This time, hopefully, YouTube won't take us down. I'll be a little more careful this time. A little reckless in night 1. What can I say? I had a little too much coffee. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Who are some of your best available prospects? And let's just go ahead. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Let me switch on over here. I'm just going to use Draft Network. I mean, I already did all the overlays for the draft grades. Just going to try to save time here with this. But I think it's perfect. You kind of see my top 5 available. And of course, F5, I got 15th on my board is Christian Barmore. Apparently, rumor is he's fallen because some people think he perhaps might be uncoachable, that he might have been a product of the talent around him. And I can't see it. I think you can make a justification that maybe he's not nearly as good in the run game. But when you look at the statistics, when you look at the analytics, he's outright dominant as a pass rusher for 2 consecutive years, 2019 in a rotation role, and then this year. He faced nothing but SEC talent. That's the top, the cream of the crop, the cream of the cropate. Like, and then it's not like in the playoffs it got any easier, man. Like, he manhandled a Notre Dame offensive line that was among the best in the country. I would say Wyatt Davis got the best of him early on, but after Wyatt Davis left that game, nobody was stopping him, dude. Josh Myers was having nightmares of Christian Barmore. So I think it's very likely we see him. Like, if it was me, he'd be among the first picks in round 2. But if teams really think he might be uncoachable, we could see a fall. I don't think he makes it out of round 2, but we could see a fall. And then JOK, man, Jeremiah Owusu-koramoah. And the only way, it's so weird. The only thing that I could think of why he fell out of the first round, as you can tell, he's 16 on my board. It's just because maybe teams, like he is very role specific. But he's kind of this new age hybrid coverage type of linebacker. This is what the NFL is moving towards. Like, this is why guys like Isaiah Simmons went so highly, why Jeremy Chin was such a banger pick. But those guys, there was a bit of a learning curve in the Panthers and the Cardinals respectively trying to figure out how to use these guys. So maybe that teams were a bit down on him. I expect him to be among like the first 3 to 4 picks off the board. He should go quick. It's just for me, I am assuming he fell because it was a bit role specific for him. And then I got Trevon Merrick. Straight up safety position, it's devalued. It's kind of like the running back position in the draft. Except for the safety position's a bit more valuable in real life. So I think that's the case. And maybe some teams are questioning, can he truly play a deep safety role? So that may be the other thing that comes up. So that's probably why he has fallen, but I expect him to be early off the board as well, being the first safety. Azeez Ojulari, my man. We kind of already predicted this. I did this in my last couple of mocks. That medicals came out in talking about his knees potentially, and this all stems back to his senior year in high school, which I thought was interesting because I was like, why is this coming up of all times? Apparently, some teams are worried that he has a degenerative knee problems. We saw what it's done to Gurley thus far, but that's probably a reason he's fallen. Again, a guy that I think he could go at Atlanta at 35. So. We'll see. Elijah Moore should also be fast off the board. I mean, okay, let's just take a look at the receiver. 5 receivers went off the board? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 receivers went off the board. That's about right. Elijah Moore probably going to be the next receiver off the board. That didn't surprise me. He kind of fell in a few of my mocks, especially after Tampa Bay signed AB. Expect him to be quick off the board, though. I could see him going a lot of different places. They're going to get a hell of a talent, though. Let's take a look at the next 5. As you can see, dude, I have like 24, 22. Like, I still got 3 top 20 guys available here. But let's keep going. Let's look at the next 5. I got Tevin Jenkins. This guy might continue to fall. Apparently, there are character concerns when it comes to Jenkins. I couldn't find any specifics. I got to give props to Alex from the Hail Mary podcast, kind of giving me the insight on that. Yeah, finally, I got an insider. Kind of, sort of. He's got insiders. I have him. But Tevin Jenkins, though, yeah, character concerns, man. That might shoot him down boards. A lot of teams see him as just a tier 2 tackle. So I got him at 26. If I'm the Dolphins, man, I might pull the trigger on this cat. Same with Samuel Cosme. I think Samuel Cosme easily should have been a first-round talent. He would have been a top 20 pick in any other draft, in my opinion. But, yeah, I'm surprised to see him fall. But I think he should be pretty quick off the board as well. Terrace Marshall Jr. Again, another guy that got flagged at the medical combine. There's some concerns about reoccurring injuries. Again, one came from senior high school, another in 2019. And then there was some worries about it this year, before, like after he opted out. So, yeah, he could have a little tumble. I don't think he's not going to make it out round 2 either, though. Let's be honest. And then actually this starts my second round prospect. Oh no, Dylan Radins is actually a first round prospect for me. I know he's listed at I'm going to have more than 32 first round prospects. Who would have guessed, right? But solid, dude. He's solid. I understand maybe why he didn't make it in the first round. He's probably going to be one of those tackles that are taken fairly early in the second, though. He just gives me David Bakhtiari vibes. I think he could be a premier pass protector in the league. But then I have Asante Samuel Jr. He actually starts my second round grade or second round prospects. It'll be interesting who takes him. I think he might be primed for the Eagles. I think he's going to end up going in like maybe an off zone, just an off coverage type of defense. Just because the 30-inch arms, I don't think any team that runs a lot of press is gonna take him. So it's no surprise then that he's still available here. He was kind of fringe first round. But again, the 30-inch arms, maybe some teams don't believe he can play on the outside because of that. So there is that. Let's go on to some of my best available second round prospects. As we continue down here, Rondale Moore. Rondale Moore. I got him at 36. It's no surprise, and he's down here. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit. Okay. I don't want to, like, scroll too far down, but oh, well, it is what it is. They gotta be okay. It's scrolling over here. Okay, we're just gonna leave it there. Rondale Moore, dude's just a very high-end gadget player. Some teams gonna love that. Be like, man, I got a whole load of stuff schemed up. I'm ready to go. Nick Bolton at 37, a very instinctual coverage player, very instinctual, and he used to have a first round grade, but I get it. The size isn't great. He's kind of compact though, which is nice. I think he'll hold up well against the run. Not a lot of length though. So while he's kind of like he's savvy in coverage, he can be exploited, definitely, totally. Just because he's kind of limited from a physical and athletic tools perspective. But I still highly regard I love the instincts. Carlos Basham Jr., 38 on my board. He is just phenomenal, explosive at what was he at, like 275? Very explosive. I thought he could have been a shoo-in to go 32 to Tampa Bay. They ended up going with Joe Tryon, who I had reasonably lower on my board than Basham. But Basham should be another guy we see off the board in round 2. Walker Little could end up going round 3 depending on how teams feel about him. We haven't seen him really play in the last 2 years. I'm telling you, I'm thinking the Bengals go after him. I'm thinking they do. Because the Paul Alexander connection. Again, that's me connecting the dots. We'll find out very early in round 2 if my conspiracy theory has any weight to it. Richie Grant is the next safety on the board for me. I love Richie Grant. I love the versatility. I think I would say he doesn't got great movement skills in the back end. I think what is he feigns. He has the appearance of good movement skills just because he's so I guess just high football IQ. I guess that's how you would say it. Instinctual. He never puts himself in a compromising position. He got way better against the run in attacking the run. In 2020, he could play in the slot, box, deep. You love that type of versatility, that coverage versatility, that positional versatility. He's going to be good. He should go off round 2. Let's go over the last few right here as well. So I got Elijah Molden. Oh gosh, we got a lot of people on the board. Elijah Molden at 42. I mean, thing goes without saying. At worst case scenario, you're getting the best slot corner in the NFL in the draft. I think that's the worst case scenario. I think he can play deep. He showed a little itty bitty, tiny bit of that at Washington last year. So if you want to project him in that role, like I think he can play deep if you want to give it a shot. At the very worst, you're getting the best slot corner in. Slot corners, we'll see the very good ones go here in the second. Wyatt Davis, man. Some teams kind of worry because his 2020 was kind of a letdown compared to his 2019. I thought he really started picking up steam by the time of the playoffs. And like I said, he had that good outing against Christian Barmore. Fully expect him, he definitely coming off day 2, or he's going to come off the board day 2. Landon Dickerson, he was my prediction. I predicted him so hard to Baltimore. That's on me, man. That's on me, dude. What can I? You're not going to hit on all your picks. You're actually not going to hit on hardly any of them when you do mock drafts. Show me the one person that had 100% mock draft. Show me a person that had a 90% correct mock draft, and I will show you a liar. I will show you someone who forged their mock draft. But Landon Dickerson, obviously, probably injuries are going to play a big issue. Not just the ACL injury, but he has had reoccurring injuries throughout his college career, collegiate career. And it's not like he's a guard / center. Those aren't really highly valued positions. But yeah, he's going to be off here in day 2. De'Ami Brown, though, the sick vertical threat, probably the only other second-round worthy wide receiver. Some people like Tylan Wallace. I'm more in the Josh Palmer camp, but even then, I have a third-round grade on him. Yeah, De'Ami Brown's sick. He's got one of the best vertical route trees. Let's kind of try to project where he may go. I still think the Cardinals could go after him. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we could maybe see him at 49 come off the board. Even earlier than that. So we'll see. Jabril Cox, y'all already know, man. I love Jabril Cox. Someday I'll get those shirts made. Someday. But I don't know. I think he could definitely fall into the 3rd round just because how much our team's going to value coverage linebacker. Because they really should. They should. It's a passing league. You should value coverage linebacker a bit more than they do. But as we saw with JOK, apparently that means nothing. So we could see, to be honest, we could see Jabril fall into round 3. It wouldn't surprise me. So I'm going to call my shot here. Let's go over the last. Let's just go over one more set of 5 here. All right. Next available guys on my board. Javonte Williams, the last running back out of like the premier three. We've already seen Etienne. We've already seen Najee Harris go. We could see Javonte Williams go pretty early. We could see him go to the Dolphins pick, the first Dolphins pick. If he falls, maybe the Cardinals would be a place that stops the fall. You can make a case for Atlanta. Maybe they're like, all right, to hell with it. To hell with our defense. We are going to just make an unstoppable offense, and we're going to just try to play who can score more. We could see 34. Probably not 34. Probably not. They're probably done with offense. They're going to probably try to build that defense. But Javonte Williams, he's probably I would say the toughest to bring down, at least in terms of last year. He was breaking any and all tackles. He was darn near unstoppable. So, yeah, highly up there. I got 49, Javon Holland. Really depends where teams see him. He's probably going to be viewed as a slot corner, so I could see him take a bit of a tumble. I think he could play on the back end. He has a little outside corner potential as well. Teams might be worried about his physicality, though, so maybe they don't like the idea of a slot that he became a better tackler in 2019, but it's not saying a whole lot, considering we didn't see him as 2020. Jackson Carman, dude, I'm going to call this right now. I think Jacksonville, I could see them taking Jackson Carman as a replacement for Cam Robinson, at least in the future. Maybe an immediate competition for Jawan Taylor. I'm just gonna say that because of Clemson, dude. I think they're trying to bring back all of Trevor Lawrence's teammates. It ain't gonna surprise me if that's the route they go. I was shocked with the ETN pick. You will be surprised that was probably the one pick that shocked me the most. The Jaguars going running back. Now it wasn't the Alex Leatherwood pick. It was definitely the Travis Etienne. And then Jamar Johnson, I think he could go to day 3. I just don't know how well known of a commodity he is around the NFL. That and the super small sample size. Keep in mind, really, we've only seen about 700 combined snaps from him. Though they've been really good, dude. He's been a ball hawk. Like, teams might be scared off that his movement skills and athleticism on tape didn't match his pro day, so there might be concern there. So we'll see. And then finally here at 54, Aleem McNeil. You already know if you're not, or if you are familiar with the channel, I love Aleem McNeil. He's a phenomenal prospect. He's raw in terms of his pass rush tools, but super athletic and still got after it from the nose position there at NC State, where they train you to be run contain first. If you need proof, look up Aleem McNeil, Virginia touchdown. Sit back, maybe dim the lights, light some candles, turn on some nice, soothing music, grab some tissues because you're going to be crying. I don't know what else you could use tissues for. Stop. And enjoy Aleem McNeil. You're going to be like, it's so beautiful. So stupid. We could here. I'm not gonna really explain too many of the other guys, but we'll go over look at the next 5 I have here. 55 Creed Humphrey. I got 57 Pat Fryermuth. 58 Brady Christensen. 59 Quentin Miners. We could see go definitely early in round 2. Joseph Asai at 60. Fatu Melifonwu I thought I could sneak in the first round at 62. 64, I got Liam Eichenberg. Osai Odigizua at 65. Andre Cisco at 66. Actually kind of starts my 3rd round prospects. But yeah, that's it for the video. Go ahead, do the YouTube thing. NFL draft grades 491 are out. Check those out. And until next time, you be easy, my friends. Ha ha ha. Later.